while again, just like last time. But stuff and things. So we're back.
Who are you guys?
From outer space.
Why are y'all in my apartment?
Well, because we're coming back into town.
Wait, this is your apartment?
Being out of town.
Then where is my apartment?
Not here. We don't live here. Anyways, we're back. We did stuffs. We went to places.
My bad.
Watched some things. Played some things. Stuff's happened.
Yeah.
It's been a while, so we're going to skip the whole topic thing this time again. And we're kind of just going to talk about stuff that we've done and watched and things that have happened and news and that type of stuff. So no specific topic. Don't get mad. Why are you standing up? Oh, God.
Because I'm getting comfortable.
Okay. No, I thought you were going to come over here and slap me for something.
No. Well, I mean, I could if I really wanted to.
Well, don't.
I might. Especially after... You do not believe how much energy this guy had Thursday night.
Yeah, I was just excited.
Just getting into the convention.
We've been out.
A little bit. Yeah, we went to a weeby thing. But anyways, we just talk about the kind of stuff that we did. And also, in case you haven't heard us before, my name's John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John. I am John. What's your name, Mr. Say Hi to John Man?
I'm Noe.
You're Noe.
Yes.
Hi, Noe.
Silent man in the corner.
Silent man in the corner.
Oh, it's me. I'm Philip.
Yeah, he's in the good spot in the mic because he doesn't speak loudly.
Yeah. It's true.
That's just in case you didn't know who we are beforehand. In case you're a first-time listener.
First-time listener of the Rektfast Club.
Welcome to the Rektfast Club podcast. We talk about whatever the damn hell we please. So, yeah, what's been going on since the last podcast, like, forever ago?
How long ago was it?
Yes.
Yes.
It wasn't that actually that long. It was like in July because I was in this apartment.
Okay.
So.
But what's today?
It's like September.
Oh, it's September now. It's been a while.
It's been a bit. Sorry, guys. We have to learn how to podcast again.
Stuff is happening. Stuff happens. Okay,
so
it's clearly inside of that time, we would have done things, right? Right? We can't just have been go to work, go home, go sleep, wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep, because then you die because you weren't eating or drinking anything. But also because you weren't entertaining yourself.
No,
so psychologically,
we
you probably
in
break
August.
down.
We recorded in August.
Was it?
Yeah, because I did RTX and I was talking about RTX.
Okay, well then still, it's been a while. It's
I love how he's
now.
Still hung up on.
He's hung up on this instead of just like breaking into what we've done since the last. Flip what you've done since the last time because you came back from RTX and that was during San Diego Comic-Con, so that'll accurately date it. And this is right after PAX. What's the one going on right now? PAX West and Dragon Con, I think is the other one. San Japan is actually probably a little bit more known to those of us here in Texas. Me and Noe actually just came back from that. But Flip, what have you been up to since since the last time we recorded?
Absolutely nothing. I don't even think I've watched a movie. Though
there hasn't been a lot of movies that have come out that like have caught my eye. Like Dark Tower was a thing, and then I heard it was complete trash, and I didn't bother.
Immediately heard that. I immediately heard that.
So I was like,
I don't even think I've played any. I've been playing Fortnite, which is okay. On Xbox, and I think that's where I'm going wrong because I think it's better for PC. Let's see, just working. Playing Splatoon 2. A lot of Splatoon 2.
Splatoon.
I haven't even got a new game in a while. Like, it's been pretty chill.
Wow.
Because we've been busy at work. Work is con season.
Yeah, I have heard because...
So.
Well, I guess VGG went on during that time frame.
No, Gen Con. And PAX West. So we had Gen Con. And that was... for like 2 weeks straight. We also had a Kickstarter to fulfill at the same time, which is fun. So that was that. And that was super busy. That was 2-3 weeks busy. And then right after that, we had to prep for PAX West. So it's just kind of been busy.
Cool.
So that's mainly what I've been doing. Surviving hurricanes.
Harvey did come through Texas and leave quite a bit of a mess. A lot of people.
He
not
put
doing well with that.
He put a dent in some plans.
No, all right, no. I'm sick of this Harvey Dent joke. Okay, give me Harvey Birdman. Give me.
Listen.
Give me some other Harvey. Steve
cut,
Harvey.
Cut that joke out. That was
no.
bad.
All right, I'm sick of the Harvey Dent joke because
he's caused a lot of family feuds. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
That was good. I'm upset now. That was pretty good. Yeah, he caused a lot. That thing caused a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got down there in the thick of it. Actually, a lot more than what we saw.
Yeah, I was in Rio Grande City and almost got caught down there. It was not cool.
That would have not been good for you guys at all.
No.
Yeah. And then I went back home to my parents, and it was pretty bad there. Luckily, they didn't flood, but lots and lots of rain.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm not surprised that nothing else has been really going on for you, because I remember the constant daily updates about how busy it's been going at work for you. Both with PAX and Gen Con, and then also with the storm coming through and just kind of getting you stuck over there for a while. Where you're
I was gone. I was stuck.
You're gone for like a week.
A week. Like, came back to my apartment. It's like this crappy old apartment. I'm glad to be back though, because it's just, my parents are cool. It's just.
No, I totally get that. Sometimes I can't. I love my family, but sometimes I don't want to stick around with them for more than 3 days.
Yeah, and I wasn't like I'm gonna go down. So I had to do some stuff, and then leave, and so I didn't pack but just my 3DS. I didn't pack my Switch. If I would have known I would have been stuck down there, I'd pack some board games and my Switch, and because when I was going down there, the storm was just it's a storm. It dissipated for a while, and it wasn't even tropical depression status. And then all of a sudden, Category 2, and we're like, oh crap, we got to get back, from Rio Grande City. And it was like, Category 4, holy shit. It's, putting out 95 trillion liters of water going down or something.
And what's crazy is that they said that it actually degraded much faster than anyone expected. So, I mean, we got that much, I guess, to be thankful for, but still, it's like, that thing did some damage.
It kind of just hit. And it just
floated around. What town was it? I can't remember what town. It just the eye of the storm just.
Cuero, Texas. A couple hours, an hour or so, like southwest or southeast of here, and it was just making this little crescent shape around that town for the better part of 30 hours. Yeah. It just didn't leave that. It was nuts.
Yeah.
And then it made getting gas here in town a pain.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah, it actually has nothing to.
It's not even an issue.
Yeah,
it literally was not an issue until people made it an issue.
But it was both these gas stations, right?
Yeah, I know.
Completely out, and the one down the road completely out.
It's become an issue now that people literally caused the problem, and the problem is now that gas is again available, but now it's 30 cents higher.
Yeah.
Woo.
Congratulations, you saved yourself.
But enough about the real world troubles and stuff like that.
Other than that, I've just been playing the games I have. I'm looking forward to. I don't even know what's coming out. I mean, Destiny 2 is coming out. Don't know if I'm gonna get that one. I'm actually wanting to pick up the Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
Oh, the XCOM Mario.
XCOM, because it's supposedly decent.
Yeah.
And people have been playing it.
I'm waiting for Odyssey.
Yeah. And there's a lot of indie games that they're coming out on the Switch right now that I'm looking at which ones to get, because next month is our Extra Life thing.
That is true. This is actually the first official statement that we have of it, I guess.
Yeah, actually.
But yeah, we have been planning to go ahead and do an Extra Life stream. If you don't know, Extra Life is basically a charity event where nerds get together and kind of marathon playing
whatever.
Playing video games, playing board games for 24 hours to...
Doesn't have to be 24 hours. It can
you just marathon. You just get together, you play games for a long period of time, raise money, and you give it all to children's hospitals.
You gotta help the kiddos.
Yeah, we've actually been doing this as a part of Weapons Grade Tabletops group for you've been doing it a little longer than us, but we've been in that for a couple of years.
I think this is our fourth or fifth year. I mean, the first 2 years we raised maybe a few $100.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 years we've raised over $4,000. Because 2 years ago we raised $2,500, and then last year we raised like $1,500. So this year we decided to, because we've gotten back into playing a lot more video games than we normally did.
Yeah.
So we've decided to do two different streams for the same. I guess we're still under the same banner, but two different streams. So next month, October
20th, I believe. October 20th, we'll be doing the video game marathon,
and then the actual Extra Life event, which is 2 weeks after that, November 4th and 5th, or 5th and 6th.
First weekend of November will be the board game marathon.
Board games.
Of course, hosted by Weapons Grade Tabletop.
And you've been working on the overlays, and they look amazing for the Twitch.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're pretty good.
They look good.
I know you're a perfectionist, but they actually look pretty good.
I don't even know if I could call myself a perfectionist because I envision something that I am incapable of doing.
Is that because you don't have the resources, or just...
it's a combination of not having the skill set and somewhat the resources. I have the resources that I could technically do it. I don't have the right skill set.
And so right now we're probably going to go over what donation goals we're going to do. But hey, donate to us. All proceeds go to the Children's Miracle Network.
Children's Miracle Network.
Hospitals, and we're based in the Austin area, so ours is going to go to Dell's Children's Hospital.
Yeah, we get 0%.
Yeah.
Us three right here sitting in this room, and everyone that is part of Extra Life, 0%. And then, every single cent.
Yeah, and then last year they raised over $9 million collectively. It's gone up a substantial amount every year since I've been in it, and it's a pretty cool thing. You know, I try to do more stuff, charity and everything, but this is the event that I do every year for the last 5 years. Because you get together, play games with friends, stay up for 24 hours, which is harder for us to do now that we're getting old.
Yeah. Some more than others.
Oh, that salt being thrown. You know what I just realized?
What?
I'm the youngest one of this group right here.
Yeah.
By like a couple months.
But I know. Still, I'm happy about that because I'm always used to being the oldest.
And we just give money to children's hospitals. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. So that's coming up in a couple weeks, actually. Or actually more than a month, but we'll probably actually do some build-up streams to kind of get the word out, start putting a little bit of a change in towards that goal that we have, and I don't know exactly when we'll do that, but we'll probably tweet out about it or make a quick announcement video. We'll let y'all guys know, but that's coming up in the future. So yeah.
So y'all just got back from seeing Japan.
Yeah, I guess we can kind of just throw our stuff together, mostly because I guess
kind of.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll go one by one, and then we'll jump into Sam Japan since it was both of us.
Yeah.
All right, so what have you been up to, Noe?
So since the last time we got together, I've been up to a lot of things. Despite working, obviously getting trained, training is insanely long at my new job, but it's fine. Get to learn everything. But I went camping.
Oh.
Since then,
I remember
Gardner State Park, which was a lot of fun because I finally got to take the entirety that was That Guy Fat Guy camping. Known those two guys, Scott and Roel, for over 15 plus almost 20 years, and we all love camping. We've never gone camping together ever, so it was fun. It was fun. I don't know if you guys saw any of the photos, but it got a little crazy out there.
I bet it did because just y'all three, yeah.
So pretty much the highlight of that was we went out there and we decided to hit the river and swim and have a good time. And we started doing the game of the volleyball with the beach ball.
Yeah.
See how many we can hit into the air before it goes down. We got to like 30 or 40, and then they started going flat and gave up on it. And then for some reason, Scott and Roll just decided to go start diving for rocks. They just started pulling up big rocks and bigger rocks, and just like, hey, look at this big rock. Hey, look at this big rock. And then we come across this. It was about 4 feet long and about 2 feet in diameter of a rock, just big old thing, weighed at least 200 pounds, maybe 300, just laying on its side in a deep part of the river. And we decided it was a good idea. Hey, let's go ahead and stand this rock up and make it a monument into the middle of the river of us here.
Huh.
In the process of getting it stand up, I got cramps in both my legs and had to get dragged back to the shore.
Time to eat more bananas.
Yeah, here, pickle juice and bananas. But we got it standing up in like it is like a 4 foot tall rock. You can only see 2 inches of it coming out of the water.
Huh.
Worth it.
It was so worth it because as soon as we walked away from it and people started moving traffic through there after we left, you just see people bump into it. What the fuck is this? It was pretty great. We did that. I've been watching My Hero Academia. Been trying to catch up on my reading, and I say Hero Academia because it's literally the only anime I've been watching.
I started watching Parasite.
Oh yeah, you like it so far?
I'm only 2 episodes in. Holy crap, it's gory.
Yeah,
Really gory.
I don't know if I ever finished it, but yeah,
It's only 1 season long, so
it's not bad. I think I have an issue with the music. I think is why I stopped. I think I'll double check. But yeah, I did that. Was in a worser part of Harvey than you were, John.
Yeah.
Not as bad as
of the three of us. I had it the easiest.
Yeah, and I pretty much got stranded at my home for about 28 hours. Like they shut down the roads that led out. So that was fun. Had enough food. Had the foresight to buy groceries like a few days before.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because it was, like I said, it was not much of a storm, and then all of a sudden,
It
within 30 hours, it went from barely a tropical
it took off the weighted clothing
Yeah.
and decided to come full force. But besides that, trying to catch up with all my comics still. I have a lot of comics I haven't finished reading. I need to get the new Miss Marvel. Volume 7 just came out. So as soon as I finish it, Phil, or get it in and read it, I bring it to you.
Yeah, I don't know where I left off.
You left off on 6 because that's the last one I have.
Yeah.
Which is weird that I remember that. Anyways.
Because I need to re-up my comics.
Jumping into... we'll jump into that. The most recent thing I saw that was anime was Your Name. And that was at San Japan. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. John, what have you been up to?
So, since the last time we recorded, I've actually managed to get through quite a bit of media. I got myself caught up as far as volumes go with,
Also, not to cut you off.
Yeah, you're cutting me off.
I finally got caught up on Game of Thrones.
Oh, good. Yes, good. Because
what's Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones? You've never seen Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is the first novel in a series of novels called A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin.
You.
That's actually a lie because the book is called A Game of Thrones. I'm caught up on Game of Thrones. Of course, I was watching that, of course, as it was progressing.
Season finale was last week, right?
Season finale was last week. So we've
Those
now
had to
got
wait 2 years.
It's about 2 years before the next season comes up. So
Jeez,
And
really?
is it
that
going
long?
to be the last season?
that is the final season. That will be the end of it, and it's going to be shorter than this previous season. So it's going to be about 6 episodes left in the entire series.
You gotta imagine that the last episode at least is gonna be like an hour 20.
One of them might be longer. Who knows? I don't for sure. But also on HBO, I actually ended up watching Westworld.
Yeah.
It was on. I was gonna start making dinner or something. I turned the TV on and it was on. They had just started a marathon. It was like 3 minutes into the first episode.
Oh, you caught it at the right
So
moment.
I was like, okay, sure. So I was watching the first episode while I was cooking. Ate dinner during the second episode. Sat on the chair. I was supposed to be cleaning the house for that day, but I ended up watching the first 7 episodes that night. Recorded the other 3 the next day. I watched the rest of them. That show's pretty good. That is a solid 8 out of 10. Like, I mean, I watched it over the course of 2 days, practically in a marathon. So, I mean, that's good timing for it too, because it's about to come back with season 2. And that was a 2015 show.
Yeah, I feel bad because the Defenders came out and I haven't even.
Oh, you haven't seen? That's another thing I saw too, is Defenders, which I'd give it a solid. Since we're gonna go percentage scale, because you got mad at me about doing to 5 earlier. I give it a 75.
Neat. But yeah, Game of Thrones, got myself caught up on that, was following all the way. I watched Westworld to completion. I got myself caught up on My Hero Academia as well in the course of about 3 days. It wasn't 3 consecutive days, but I mean, I marathoned through that, and that is a good show. And it's probably the best anime I've seen in a while.
And it's crazy how much the characters develop between season 1 and 2, and like even throughout season 2, it's just
It should be illegal to have a cast that big that is all likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like I was telling.
Because then it's just like you can do a filler episode and I'm still invested because all these characters are good.
I was telling John when we were at the San Japan. I don't know about you, Phil, but I was super hyped by the end of season 1 because it was just like, oh, you're built to. Let's go beyond that.
Yeah.
I just like hype train rolling out.
I love that studio. I love Studio Bones too. So I mean, it really helps. I like everything about that show right now.
It's super great.
Other things that I did, I got myself not caught up because I know that there's a volume 2 out. But I finished up the first volume of Monstrous. That thing is fun. I need to pick up the second one. Actually, as soon as I get back into town, I'm probably going to pick up the second volume. Finally finished Saga 7. It's been out for forever, but I finally read it.
Were you as upset as I was? Because I was pretty upset. That was
pretty upsetting.
Because it's out of nowhere.
It is.
It's out of nowhere, and it's just like, why?
Is 8 coming out soon? Do we have a date on that one yet?
Actually, I can check. Keep talking while I check.
You check that. But well, let me think. Is there anything else that I really have done? As far as video games, I've been playing a lot more Overwatch. I guess you could say that. When the Summer Games 2 event came out, I was playing that pretty consistently. Got myself a new Seal Ball because I love it. But I'm a little bit proud of myself because I was telling you guys earlier that it's the first time that I've been able to visually see myself improving on a game because I finally hit Platinum. I'm a very mediocre player. I finally hit Platinum here in season 5, 6, whatever, season 6, season 7.
We're in season 6 now.
Yeah, finally got there.
I'm still in gold. I'm sorry, guys.
But
I was almost at diamond, but
I'm having fun. I've reinvigorated my love for that game. Actually, I'm playing it a lot more now.
Got a date? You're gonna be upset.
What?
January 2nd.
That's okay. There's a lot of other stuff I can use this time to get caught up on. Because I told myself right after I marathoned through My Hero Academia, okay, San Japan's coming up. Let me go ahead and start getting myself back into anime and everything like that.
That's the cover. I have questions.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I have a lot of questions.
Okay, well, but I told myself, okay, I need to go ahead and get back into anime and everything like that, and give it all another shot. So originally, I was gonna watch the most recent season of Attack on Titan. Still haven't done it yet. I'm still as far as when the whale shows up in the opening. That's as far as I've gotten. I need to watch Little Witch Academia season 2 because the first one, the movie was great, or season 1 because it's the first time show.
I haven't seen season 1 yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's new.
Yeah.
But I need to watch that because the show's adorable, or the movie was adorable. But I need to give anime another fair chance, especially after having just come from San Japan.
But, I was about to say, we just went to an anime convention.
Am I missing anything? Game of Thrones, Westworld, My Hero Academia, getting caught up on Monstrous and Saga.
Oh yeah, you gotta. You also have a stack of games you have to give me.
I have a stack of games that I have to get. That's right. Actually, in that bag over there is Persona 5.
Yeah.
A Nier Automata. And I brought something else with me. I don't remember if I was actually going to lend it to you or what it's even in there. I think I brought Tekken for some reason.
There's also
Dang it. Freaking lines.
Yeah, stop hitting them.
Force Friday was.
Yes, Force Friday. I actually did you get to do anything?
I went and saw. I looked at some of the toys. I was at work. I looked at some of the toys. I'll probably pick up a Lego set. Not the $800 Millennium Falcon, but probably
Jesus Christ.
either the new AT-AT or the the big one, whatever one. Man, my Star Wars cred just went down the drain. Or one of the ships. Just like a decent sized set that I can put on in my office over there. So
yeah, the very first day of the con was, of course, the first, and that was Force Friday.
Yeah.
Force Friday. But fortunately, nothing during the con actually started until like noon that day. So I got my butt up, went to the mall that was a block over. They have a Disney store. Went there. It's about 4 of us waiting in line for them to open up the store and everything. It was cool because they had like they had this little setup there where they turned the lights off and they were playing music. It's okay, you got to use the Force to turn the lights on in the store, otherwise you can't see stuff. I'm like, oh, that's stupid. I love it. So I had to use the Force to turn the lights on in the store, and then I could see the stuff that I bought. And I bought a couple figures. They're actually in that bag over there. Got a few of I don't know if you remember seeing them online when they initially came out, the posters for Episode 8, where it's just the characters that are all in red.
Oh yeah.
And it cuts off like half of their face or whatever. I have a whole set of those posters actually in there, so I'm gonna split those with my dad actually. But that's that technically wasn't the con, but that was the first, the morning of my first day at the con actually.
Star Wars is the series where Captain Picard fights the Reavers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On the Firefly.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make a third reference.
I already made the third reference.
No, you made Captain Picard.
And then Reavers.
Right, the Reavers. That's 2 references, but he went with Firefly instead of making an additional reference.
Andromeda.
Yeah.
The Andromeda
Maybe like a
Galaxy?
Stargate reference or something like that.
The Foggate.
Also, big on us because we're bigger sports fans and say no, and then say no, it's not sports fans. College football started yesterday.
It did. I didn't get to watch any games, but boy, did I laugh when UT lost.
Yes.
I literally just bought a shirt that just says sports.
Yeah.
For sport gatherings.
John and I are pretty big sports fans. You probably watch more college than I do.
I do watch more college than you do. I probably watch about the same amount of NFL.
Yeah. I keep up with a few teams in college. UT lost.
I laughed.
Was it bad?
No, it was.
They were getting stomped, and then they kind of caught up, but they still lost by a significant margin.
Yeah. So, future podcasts from now are going to have a lot of football in there.
We'll probably have some stuff in there because we will be watching. That is definitely going to be happening every Sunday.
That's
about it. I mean, you want to talk about San Japan real
we can jump into San Japan to some highlights.
All right, so...
a lot of people that listen are from here, but...
Most of the people that are listening to this probably are aware of its existence, or at least know of what an anime con is, but the San Japan is an anime convention that takes place in San Antonio. This was San Japan 10 or San Japan X. It's the 10th edition here. RPGs was the theme this year. Rightfully so. They actually had a lot of especially like Final Fantasy related stuff.
A lot of Final Fantasy related stuff
at the con, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I went. I was on the fence about going this year, even having known what the theme was, until they announced a specific guest. And what was that guest that cemented my purchase of the tickets to San Japan this year?
Oh, you mean the chamber orchestra that is a New World?
New World, yes. Playing intimate music from the Final Fantasy series in
Which
the
was
chamber
a
orchestra setting.
Fantastic.
It was great. Great
Fantastic.
show. I may or may not have cried 4 times.
I know the guy sitting 2 rows from us didn't, because he was snoring like a...
Yeah, well, that guy, if he was like right next to me, I would have punched him because he would have been like more directly interrupting my show. Fortunately, he was just like, he was far enough away that I knew it was happening, but it wasn't bothering me. But I enjoy the show a lot. I love classical music. I love video game music, and just being able to see a chamber orchestra presentation of one of my favorite series is just great.
The composer was there too.
The composer for Final Fantasy XI was present, so we did get a couple tunes from 11 that were included in the presentation. But they generally went over the whole franchise.
Yeah, they jumped from like 3 to 11 to 1.
I believe that they did everything but 3 and 15. I don't remember a 15, and I do not remember there being a 3. But I know for sure that the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
4,
10,
right.
11, 12, and 13, and 14 were represented in it.
10-2. And
10-2 was not, which is actually sad for me, because oddly enough, 10-2 is actually a really good soundtrack to me, because it's really jazzy. And I like that soundtrack. If you ever listen to the Piano Collective version of that soundtrack, perfect, great. But let's talk about San Japan itself. You know, what did we do at San Japan? We didn't do nothing at San Japan. We just had fun.
The big thing that stuck out to us a lot is I usually when I first started going, I usually had kind of like a rigid schedule I'd stick to because I had all these panels I wanted to go check out. Mm-hmm. And as the years have gone by, it's more of like, let's just kind of freeball it.
Yeah, just kind of wander around, look at the shops. Hey, that looks interesting. Let's go. That kind of thing.
The biggest thing that was surprising is I wasn't, and this is gonna sound kind of bad because I'm not an artist or anything. I don't have any sort of talent for drawing. But for the past couple of years, I hadn't really been impressed by the artist alley. Like there was some things I was like, oh hey, that's cool, but nothing that made me go, I want that. Mm-hmm. And this year we walked in there and there was like 6 different booths. I was like, I want something from those booths.
I had kind of the same experience. Previously, I see, oh, that's pretty good art, and oh, that's pretty good art. Oh, that's a pretty good art thing. I like that image right there. But nothing that really I wanted to buy right away. And this was different. I mean, there's 4 prints in that bag that I bought from one artist.
Yeah.
Like I like the artist presentation that they had this year. Oh, yeah. It's pretty good. A lot of good stuff that we came away with.
And then the dealer's room was pretty nice.
Nice setup. I didn't find what I wanted specifically. I told you about it. Actually, made a short little video clip about it as well. But I didn't find what I wanted. But that's all right. I did find some other stuff that I didn't expect to find, which is cool. It's always nice whenever you go to like a little con or some kind of thing like that, and it's like, oh sweet, impulse buy. It was great. Yeah. There's actually 2 more Star Wars figures.
Yeah, it was really good, and then just in general, the atmosphere is fantastic. People are always friendly. We were really surprised by Max Middleton, voice actor, and Ray Chase by their panel. We decided just to kind of pop in to see what they were all about, and boy, are those 2 guys funny as hell.
Funny guys.
They are funny.
He does a voice for...
Max is, you might not know, but he actually recently had a voice in Persona, which I wasn't even aware that he played one of those characters. And I have my copy of Persona 5 with me. Almost went to the autograph session. It's just they coincided with other stuff that we were doing, or were coinciding while we were already leaving the con.
Yeah. He voiced a Persona character. He also voiced a character in Kids on the Slope. Mm-hmm. And I'm drawing a blank on the rest.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
You definitely look it up. And so there was that, and then there was Ray Chase, who was the voice of Noctis from 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, but apparently those 2 are really good friends, and they kind of had this whole spiel at their panel about how it's really hard to actually make genuine friends as voiceover actors because everybody gets so jaded at each other, and it was funny. It was interesting. They went on about some really funny things, and I think it was Ray that said that he was known as the belch monster. That there is like a file floating around among the sound engineers of VA, just all of his belches, and they just like turn them around and throw effects over them and make monsters and stuff. It's pretty funny. But the also other big thing about San Japan, and kind of the reason why I still go, is Team 4-Star.
Yeah, 4-Star once again going.
He's the voice of Saitama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's also the voice of Saitama. Yeah, Max Middleton.
That's all you had to say. He's in Mob Psycho 100 too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 4-star was there. What is this? Is this 3 or 4 years in a row? Right.
It's their fourth year.
Yeah, but I mean, they're always a fun show to watch.
They are.
I mean, it's hilarious. A lot of times it is not safe or not politically correct, but holy crap,
no,
it is.
Especially the 18+ panel. It is a must see because we're not allowed to record.
Yeah, there's a reason that a lot of 18+ panels are no record, no video, no nothing, because there's a lot of shit that's said in some of those panels, but it's hilarious.
It is fantastic. There was that. Also, I don't know about you, but I just saw this like weird like reinvigorated like youth running around, like a bunch of like younger kids just not caring about like how they look in public, and I thought that was actually kind of fun. Like they were just dancing like out in the middle of.
I always see that at cons.
I haven't seen that.
I do tend to see that a little bit more, or I used to at least at IkiCon in Austin. The crowd tended to be a little bit younger, so I do remember that being the case versus what I'm used to seeing at San Japan. But I mean, the age range at San Japan is huge. I mean, there's little kids all the way up to 50-year-old just anime fans and just general nerd culture enthusiasts. I mean, and there's something for everybody there. I mean, every franchise you can think of, it's got something there. It's got a panel. It's got art. It's got
And the way they set up like where Artist Alley and Dealer's Room was at is actually really smart now because they put the game arena before them, and they have all the cars there now of whatever
anime waifu cars.
Anime waifu cars, and then you have the arena where people are competing, and you have the arcade right next to that, and then you have Artist Alley you can go find right out of it. Oh, and the amount of Overwatch characters we saw was pretty high.
Definitely,
especially
the most. By far the most.
Especially that Bastion. There was a
good Bastion.
Legit Bastion there.
Good Bastion. There was a couple good Mercies and one really really good one.
The one that you were nitpicking the costume.
Listen, all right. Sometimes when you get to that tier of just wow, that's a really good cosplay, I end up finding something that's just, but that's not 1-to-1. But it was like that was the best Mercy cosplay I've seen ever. It was really good.
Good cosplayer. It also helps that she's cute as a button, whoever she was.
Overwatch definitely takes the crown there. I mean, normally the winner is either League, Attack on Titan, or SAO, and I think Overwatch is now taking the crown on that one.
Definitely, but also surprisingly, a lot of My Hero Academia.
A lot of them, and pretty much every version of the character you can.
There was a dude dressed as what's his name, the Crow guy.
I don't know the names.
Just Crowman. Just
Crowman.
Crowman. I forget
Like he legit made the face and the mouth, and it moved when he talked. Like he looked legit.
I saw a second one actually. The next day. But yeah, pretty much everybody from the main class was in there, and you saw. Because that show makes it easy because they give you 4 or 5 different versions of what they're wearing. Yeah. So you can just pick one that's a little bit easier. You can pick one that's a little bit harder. Almost everybody did one that was just the school uniform, but you saw a lot of the actual full combat uniform people.
And or like, what's her name? The Gravity Girl, when she fights Baku, she's wearing the muscle shirt.
Yeah, the tournament version of it.
Yeah. That was cool. And then you saw a bunch of Sues. Yeah, probably the most common there. It was funny too because he's like, "What's with the Sue's?" Like, dude, she's like loved by the anime.
I did not realize that she was that popular. I knew she was popular in our own personal friend group because I just know how people are.
It was funny because I had told you because I felt like I was in the minority, and then I realized, oh hey, apparently everyone else loves her too. So
I think that was as far as. Quantity, it was definitely second place there because it was everywhere. And actually, one of my personal favorites was Deku and Bakugo in the cheerleader outfit.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my personal. I forgot to get a picture of it, but it was hilarious.
I love the fact that we went and ate at Denny's and we were we're waiting to pay for our tab because, and this is no knock on Denny's, they were having a rough day, but we were waiting to get saw that so we could pay our bill, and then you see these giant explosion fins sticking up from a booth, and it's like someone dressed as Bakugo.
But all you see sticking up out of the booth are the 2 fins that he's got on his head.
Yeah,
That's
and it's just like, I know exactly what that character is over there, and it's just like that's all I can see over that booth.
It's funny.
Just going to town on that freaking moon over Miami. That's not Denny's. Moon over Miami.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, moon's over him.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's Denny's.
There's your plug, Denny's. Give us money.
Denny's, give us free stuff.
What else?
What was y'all's favorite thing about the con? Like, what was the one thing that you enjoyed the most? Or...
I mean, for me, it's easy because I already said that it cemented me buying the passes to go, and that was a New World concert because
the New World concert was pretty good. You're gonna look at me and get upset.
I'm already looking at you and getting upset because you're not agreeing
My
with
favorite
me.
thing about the con, besides the fact that the con itself is just amazing, is the fact that they put this one water bottle refillable station.
That's not even new.
In the perfect spot. No, when they built it, they put it in the right spot because that's where the heaviest traffic is. And I got to refill my jug every time we walked through there, and never had to worry about water.
That's not even unique to this year. It was there last time.
I know. I'm just bringing it up because now we have to podcast.
Ah, Jesus.
So what is it? It's just a...
It's just like a water fountain.
It's a water fountain that has a refill your bottle here kind of attachment to it.
It's motion sensor. You put your bottle in it, shoots water into it, fills it up, done. It's great.
It's a real shame they got hard water.
Not there. The hotel did.
It's practically the same building.
Yeah, but for some reason the water was completely different.
Whatever.
It was.
I don't know about that. I drank from the fountain next to it, and it still tastes the same. What else happened at the con, man? A lot of good cosplay, a lot of fun times. I mean, walking through the hallway and somebody just had a projector aimed up at the wall playing Tekken 7. I stopped. Yeah. I stopped there for a bit, played a match, got my ass beat. I loved it. It was great. It's just right in the middle of the con, a projector on the wall. Play some Tekken. Hell yeah, let's do this. I lost. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.
It's so cool how in a lot of conventions and all that you can just join in something like that, and you can just I mean, I'm a pretty awkward person, meeting new people to begin with, but that you're just like, oh yeah, and you just start talking like you've known them, or something like that. And
it's really weird too, because like you said, you can be there, like at the Team 4-Star panel, people are cracking jokes, and we some of us were cracking really good jokes, making Team 4-Star laugh. Like they'd be mid sentence and they'd stop and just be like, guys.
It was fun, and this one was a unique experience for me, at least, because the Facebook group for San Japan actually got together and kind of made a little Discord channel. So kind of the entire weekend I've just been it's actually going off right now. They're talking about some stuff. Everyone's saying bye because they're leaving the con right now. But they go in there and chat. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go do this. If anybody wants to come play or you want to hang out, want to go to this panel, whatnot, it's just, let's have a meetup, man, that kind of thing. Originally, it was intended, and you know how on Discord you can make multiple channels for different discussions and whatnot. Yeah. They had actually made it in case you got Creeper Chan over here is following you, been following you for the past 3 hours, or is like. Yeah. He thinks they're gonna try something or something like that. Hey, can someone just buddy system? I'm by myself right now. Somebody else come over here. Luckily, we didn't need to use it.
Yeah.
But just the thought of everyone coming together and kind of just creating that safety net is super cool. So shout out to the Discord server. Everyone there was pretty rad when I got to meet up with them.
But yeah, it's pretty great. Tired, legs hurt, feet hurt.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money. I don't have money. I smell like the inside of a sock when we left.
That's because you.
Joking. But.
Yeah, you never realize how much you walk when you go to a convention, and then if you want to
you do if you have your 3DS on you. I saw a lot less 3DSs now that the
there was a lot less 3DSs.
I mean, typically you go to a con like this and everyone stop. Anytime they stop, they bust out the 3DS and do the spot passes.
Yeah, I mean, They're still pretty common. You still get a lot, but I guess the Switch is going to be replacing that very soon.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people with Switches.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I also had the Switch.
I took it with me. I didn't take it on the floor, but I did have it with me.
Yeah.
Which it came in handy because we were waiting for the Team 4 Star, and my sister, who never plays games that I own on the Switch, she was just like, "Hey, give me the Switch. I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild," and she just jumped back into it and just started running around. But it was good.
A lot of fun.
Speaking of Nintendo, did y'all get the Super NES Classic pre-order?
Are you kidding? That thing was gone in minutes, bro.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But I thought they made more.
Yeah, they made more.
Did they really?
They said they were going to make more, or not, I say, made more than the NES Classic. And it was still sold out. And
See, what they should do, since they made the statement that they would, they actually have a bigger stock this time around than what they had with the NES, is take those pre-order numbers, make a second pre-order batch. They don't have to make a third one. They don't have to make a fourth one. They just need to take the numbers that they got from the first two pre-order batches, double that, and have that available for release. That way there's actually a stock on release day.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what they need to do.
They also, that and the Xbox One X, 1 X, whatever it's called.
Xbox One Xbox.
Yeah.
Here's a box that goes for your
Has
Xbox
a-
One X. It's the Xbox One Xbox.
Yeah.
It has a release date, and they did pre-orders and everything.
I've heard good things that the pre-order numbers are pretty.
It's the fastest selling Xbox.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, and they're discontinuing that VCR DVD combo over there.
Yeah. He's pointing at my Xbox
the OG
One.
Xbox One.
The OG Xbox One.
Not the original Xbox.
Not the OG Xbox, but the OG Xbox One.
Yeah.
X.
Jesus, this is
Box.
so confusing.
I mean,
Box One X. Box.
PlayStation. Sony did it right. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4.
PlayStation Prime. PlayStation Omega.
PlayStation
Alpha.
4 Pro. They had a PlayStation 2 Slim.
Yeah, I mean they just add a word to the end of it just to identify it.
I'll probably end up getting one eventually. I have to get a 4K TV because there's no point of getting a 4K system without
If you're
4K
not having a 4K TV, exactly. There's
Um,
also no point of getting a 4K system and a 4K TV if there's also no software. There's no games in 4K.
I don't
Mostly.
know if Gears of War 4 was.
Yeah, some of the newer ones are going to come out with a 4K option, but it's mostly upscaling.
Yeah.
Which is like,
It still looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the Horizon Zero Dawn
Oh yeah.
on the PS4 Pro,
Yeah.
which isn't true 4K, but it's still
yeah.
higher definition.
I've been playing it again recently, and I only been playing it at my uncle's house because he has the 4K TV.
But see, the thing with me, it's like I want a 4K TV, but I also want I want a 4K TV with HDR.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
you don't want to get
a
$800
Yeah.
4K TV. You want like a $1,600 TV.
Right.
I don't want to get an OLED because those are expensive, but I don't want to just drop $400 and be like, this is only slightly better than what I have right now. So I want to upgrade and upgrade.
Yeah, make it an actual upgrade.
So before we continue with more newsy bits, I just want to jump back into the anime territory because you mentioned it and then we didn't actually talk about it during the Japan
Your
segment
Name.
here.
Yeah.
But you watched the movie called Your Name. What do
Yeah.
you think about this movie called Your Name?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna slap you because and the only reason why I blame you for it is because you didn't go, no, we shouldn't watch that because you were about to get.
I'm not going to stop anybody from watching that movie. It's a great movie. I
No,
love
it's
it.
a great movie, but you could have been like, no, you might want to wait till you're in the comfort of your own home to cry like a little man-child.
You were fine.
No, I wasn't. There's
There's
a reason why I had a pillow on my
There
head.
was nothing wrong with the setting in which you were watching that movie. You were at an anime convention. In the safety of your own hotel room. With a pillow in front of your face. You were fine. That movie's good.
No, the movie was great.
I think the reason you're mostly upset at me for not having prevented you from watching that movie is in addition to the sequence of events that led up to watching the movie being hey, what's your name called again? Because we only saw it with the Japanese title.
Yeah.
And then I said Kimi no wa or whatever. I'd have to look at it again to say it. It's like, oh, so it's this one. Yes. And then we watched the movie. But also, you were upset at me because you had recently watched The Girl Who Left Your Time.
Yes.
Which is another one of those movies that
Like,
just gets you that kind of...
Literally
emotional.
earlier in the week, watched The Girl Who Left Your Time, and it's just like, oh boy.
Also a good movie.
Good movie. But this man right here,
Don't point at me like
Phil,
that.
hasn't seen Grave of the Fireflies.
Don't point at me,
I
man,
haven't
like
seen
that.
it either.
You haven't? Oh my god. I'm upset.
I'm looking at
I'm about
I don't
to.
have it.
Oh, good.
I'm about to slap. I'm about to
Because I knew it was
slap.
about to come next.
I'm about to slap John and flip you out of the couch, Phil. No. If you guys haven't seen it, watch it. I'm just letting you know right now, giving you a warning, like somebody. You might want to save it for a day where you feel like, today's got a little too good. I need to knock myself down a peg. I need to feel like crap for about an hour
I'm
and
on
a half.
cloud 9 and I need to take myself down about
Yeah.
cloud 7.
Yeah.
Go down 2 clouds.
I that is a warning. Like, I'm not kidding. It will.
If you ask Lee, he'll say, "Oh, it's just a movie," because Lee
is a robot.
Lee's a robot.
I'm gonna make him do the robot in the stream.
Okay. So back to anybody else got newsy bits? I haven't paid attention to anything ever in my life.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. This NES thing happened. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, that was a thing.
Street Fighter 5 got a new character. It looks like a weird.
Lots of Overwatch updates.
Lots of coming stuff. New Mercy
Freaking-
and New Diva.
They literally made Mercy into.
It's a Battle Mercy's wet dream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have y'all seen the clip where in the PTR where they nano boosted the Valkyrie?
No,
Mercy?
that's nightmare inducing. I don't even want to think about it.
Somebody made an animated.
She just killed everybody.
I don't even want to think about how.
Is that why
damaging
someone
that would
made the
be.
little animated thing about it? Because I saw an animated GIF of it.
I'm pretty sure that was actually before that update was even announced.
Because it's of Reinhardt crying and Anna's trying to console him as Mercy got nano boosted. And you just see the kill feeder just kill, kill, team kill.
It gets pretty crazy. I've
She's
seen a
strong.
few. Yeah.
She is strong.
New Mercy's she's gonna get nerfed before that comes
And
out, or she's gonna get released and rolled back like the Bastion fix happened. Remember?
Yeah.
Also, can we address that?
As long as they change them, as long as it changes the meta, because I'm tired of.
It will.
I'm tired
It will.
Of
The dive meta?
dive.
Yeah, dive meta's
I
pretty
love
rough.
Dive though.
Can we address the fact that people are blowing Diva's change out of proportion again?
People are never gonna be happy with Diva because Diva's always had something good about her.
Well, she's like a flanker of a tank, right?
Yeah. She's a little bit different from most tanks, but people always find a way to use her.
They wanted to change her
But-
because she was
an auto pick.
She was an auto pick, and it was. And the competitive, the way I feel is that she was an auto pick because of her defense matrix, not anything else.
It was literally what it is.
Not just defense matrix on certain things. I think they nerfed the defense matrix. They changed it. I don't like the change. The fact that it's I think they've changed it, but 2 seconds of uptime and then you have to wait 10 seconds to do it again.
Yeah, literally cutting the uptime in half was a bad. It was a little bit strong.
Yeah.
But I have played the new Diva, and I think it's okay. And I was a defensive Diva player.
Mm-hmm.
I think the new version's
And
alright.
it's weird because they changed it because when they changed her to have 500 armor and 100 health or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and she was just strong, and then they swapped it where she only had 100
And she
armor
was getting melted.
and she was getting melted,
But
and
that's when people remembered use Matrix.
and I was like, oh, you just have to play her differently. She's still a tank, but her role kind of shifts because when she had that much armor, she wasn't really a tank in the sense that she just melted people because you couldn't kill her.
It's felt to me like anytime that they made a change to Diva, people would get upset and then realize, oh, wait, no, I could do this and it works, and she's right back in the meta.
Yeah,
doing something different than what she did before.
Because she's been in her and Lucio, I think, have been in every single meta.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
I remember the last change before this most recent one for Diva. I remember Hector going on about how she was no good anymore, and then we had that matchup where there was no limits. We did 3 Divas and just rolled the other team so hard.
I talked about this a little bit before also, but that part of that comes from just having the different perspective because you play the character differently in your own style.
Yeah, right.
And if you're a rush down aggressive Diva, when that change happened, you were screwed because
and then that's exactly how Hector and Albert even plays. Like
they at that time they were rush down Divas. I think I know Albert's shifted a little bit because he can still do just fine with the current Diva. I don't know how he'll do with the new one. Hector, for multiple reasons, just hasn't been able to play as much, so I'm sure he's going to have trouble getting back into it. But, I kind of feel like Diva's a really weird kit situation because every time the dev team themselves is that pretty much every time they make a change to the game, they have to fix bugs with Diva.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially 2 characters.
Yeah.
But also every time that she gets a change, she goes away for a bit and comes back in that same version without any other real changes happening to other people. Like she just comes back because people notice it, and she's actually affected only by the meta because people realize it and they come back.
Is it weird that I want them to actually give her 50 armor when she's out of mech?
No, because she's not armored at all.
Yeah, if they're gonna give her 50 armor,
or maybe 50 shield.
They need to give Farah armor.
Pharaoh would need armor before Diva.
Before
Zero Suit Diva. Alright,
Zero Suit armor.
There should be no shield.
A lot of Divas.
Oh wait, Farah doesn't have any armor, right?
Farah has no armor.
Why is that?
Farah
She's literally covered in armor.
She should have armor.
What the fuck? I didn't realize that.
I mean, her health pool can... No. I think they would have to either move her to 250 and give her 50 armor.
Give her 50 armor on top of what she's at.
Yeah. That would work. I would think that would make her just better.
Because armor does what?
It's not... You can't be critted with it. And and I think it also takes...
It reduces
I think
damage.
it's a percentage of the damage, I think.
Yeah, it reduces the... If something would do this much damage, it does... I have to look it up again.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. That's what it should be. What else? What else has happened? Are we overdue for some Star Wars trailers and shit? I feel like we're overdue for some Star Wars trailers and shit.
Do you want to take a quick pause and check?
No, I know that there's not one because if there was one, I would have seen it.
Yeah.
Rebels actually got a trailer. Actually, I remember Hector sent it to me during the con, but I forgot to watch it.
This is the season finale, or this.
It will be the final season.
The final season, season 4.
I need to watch that soon.
Yeah.
He sent me the link, but I haven't watched it.
Still haven't caught up on it.
It's good.
Do that because it's quite good.
It's
very
really
likable
good.
cast.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those shows that I picked up, really liked, and just haven't gone back to. Not that
because no one has Disney XD or whatever the hell comes on.
That is a problem, and I think his time slot's pretty bad too. It's a Saturday, right? It's a Saturday night.
I don't remember.
I want to say it's a Saturday night, which is a pretty bad time slot.
We didn't watch it, but SummerSlam was also happened since last time.
I did not watch it. I did not, but I heard most of the results, and yeah.
They said it was a decent show.
I did hear it was a decent show, but I wasn't. I was just like, why? Was at least one of the main title. I was just like, why?
Yeah.
The one.
I always hear what I always hear. NXT's better.
Yeah.
NXT show was better.
Because as you see people who are fighting their butts off, wrestling their butts off, and putting on a good show.
Because they want to get moved up to the main roster
and get underutilized.
Because I exactly. I I think on the main roster there is like a pay increase. I would imagine.
Significant.
So if you get underutilized and you're just sitting around doing nothing, getting paid still, it's like
At least you're getting paid.
Yeah, they still want to use their older wrestlers who can't sell anymore and can only do a limited amount of moves, and it's just. Though there are.
Listen, man, we gotta make Roman look strong.
Though, I do have to say, even Ric Flair's last match with Shawn Michaels, they couldn't do anything, but it was still a really good match.
Yeah, but whenever you can't do anything, you just find another way to make it good.
Yeah, it was nice seeing two old men fight with their walkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Watch that match, though, man. It's a really good match.
All right, what else is?
I think that's about it.
Do we even want to mention the whole thing with Sexy Star?
Oh. Man, that's.
Or just
it's a whole bag of just stuff.
I'm
really, sure she's probably, regardless of what the truth of the situation is, she's probably just not going to get booked by a lot of people for a while.
Yeah.
What happened?
She did or did not intentionally injure somebody at the AAA event.
Yeah, it was a full.
Put an armbar, tapped out, reapplied the armbar. Possible real injury, not sure. He said she said thing.
Situation.
Yeah. Many sides.
The thing is, though, my only 2 cents about it is because Bobby brought it up and said that it doesn't look that bad when you see the footage, but it's an armbar. It's really hard to tell how much you're really bending that elbow
from that angle. Yeah, you need a top-down view of it because it was a low camera angle, so you couldn't really.
Yeah, so like you really cannot tell how hard she was bending that elbow and it's really easy to.
Well, if it's
really easy to actually just pull it out.
Yeah,
the arm's gonna break right here.
Yeah.
Well, it'll either break or it'll dislocate either the elbow or the shoulder.
Yeah.
Most likely elbow.
But that's just my 2 cents on it. If we could actually see how it was applied, or how far the bend was, then we can. I would think they'd be able to make a clear statement on whether she was trying to be intentional about it or not.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of stuff going on at PAX. I don't have too much specifics, but we did get word about a new. What's the name?
What?
Travis Touchdown.
What?
Travis.
Oh, No More Heroes?
No More Heroes. New No More Heroes coming. I also heard that a Yakuza apparently is getting some love.
Yeah.
With Yakuza 2 now, or Kiwami 2 coming over to PS4, which has Albert upset because he recently bought the PS2 copy of Yakuza 2. He recently got into the series, but that one seems to be getting some love because it's getting.
They also had the
over.
Nintendo Indie thing.
Did they?
I saw that.
The Nindy Showcase is what they call it, I think. It just had a bunch
Too self-aware.
It had a bunch of release dates for all the indie games that are coming out for Nintendo Switch, and did
they get Cuphead?
No,
then I don't care.
Cuphead is exclusive Xbox.
I don't remember, but it's
PC also. It's Microsoft exclusive.
They have some pretty cool games coming out. Some are Switch exclusive, some are So.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Pretty much. And really the only other thing that's on my hype calendar for this year is going to be Odyssey. I think that's the only other thing I'm looking forward to, and it's going to be the question. I think it'll still be the question then: is it better than the other 3 games that I'm thinking are the easiest contenders for Game of the Year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh?
Which one?
Nier Automata, Persona 5, and Breath of the Wild.
What's coming out that might be
Odyssey? Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I still need to play 2 of those games.
You do. They're in that bag right there.
As do I.
You guys keep having your conversation. I need to.
No.
But I think that's it. Podcast over. Bye.
You know what?
Are we?
I don't know. I got nothing else.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I know Gamescom went on recently. I just haven't had the time to pay attention to exactly what's going on there. I mean,
there's a few announcements at Gen Con that were pretty cool.
new ships for X-Wing and stuff. I'm not excited about any of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that they also have the new Star Wars miniature game Legion, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the ground unit one, right?
It is.
Ground unit miniature game. But not a miniature game, miniature, like, I don't know, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah. They had a couple other things, but I wasn't there, so I don't really know the full extent of it, and I just haven't been able to catch up with board game news.
Yeah, I know a lot of stuff has been going on, but it's either something that I caught for the day and just forgot because I got all my opinions out about it, like the Half-Life 3 thing. I think enough has been said about it already. It sucks.
It's dead.
Sucks that
It's
it
dead.
sucks that it's dead.
It's dead.
But yeah. I think that's a situation with a lot of things that were coming out. I probably just immediately talked about them online on Twitter or whatever. But
or chat. I know most of this is like we chatted.
Yeah, we usually end up chatting about a lot of those things as they're happening too, which then robs us of being able to talk about them here. But yeah, that's kind of the way some of that works. Give us $50 and then have access to our Facebook messages. Yeah, put a paywall up. There you go.
Yeah, paywall. Just paywall everything.
Yeah, exactly.